What is up? Welcome to the first episode of It's in the Details, my podcast about TV, movies, kind of all things streaming, really digging into my love for that and your love for all of these things we've been consuming. The idea kind of came about because of the pandemic, kind of pushing all of us away, when really we've kind of been isolated into consuming a lot of the same stuff. I know everybody has found their own ways to kind of cope with everything that's been going on. Some people are reading, some people are working out hard, some people are doing things around their house. That's great, right? That's great. I love TV. I love movies. And I want to get into some really kind of indulgent conversations around that stuff. I want to know what my guests are watching. I want to know when they're watching. I want to know why. I want to know everything. I want to know all of the details. And for me, the way we enjoy these things are really in the details. I also think it's really interesting, given the fact that we feel more isolated than ever. I think when you hear some of these conversations, when you hear some of these ideas, we'll find out that we're not really that far apart, especially considering how we're consuming entertainment. I think I have some relatively interesting friends that I'm going to talk to. I think I, from time to time, ask some interesting questions. And I hope you enjoy it. I really do. I've heard another person describe a podcast as a conversation that's going on that you can drop in and drop out of kind of whenever you want. And that's one of the major driving forces behind how I'm going to try to put this together. And also, I want the guest to come on the show. I want the people watching the show to end the podcast episode and think, that was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was just really fun. It was a fun thing to do. So hopefully we succeed in that. Also, I'm not a critic. I hope to discuss everything from a positive angle. If something's whack, I'm going to tell you it's whack, but I'm not really looking to really dig into things that could seem hurtful, right? So hopefully it stays light for the most part. We could get into serious issues and things like that, things going on in the world that we're watching on TV. But overall, I hope it's going to be, I plan it to be a positive thing, something very fun for you to come consume. So anyway, I hope you like it. Hope you watch it. I hope you comment. I hope you subscribe. I hope you do all the stuff. So, welcome to It's in the Details. I know most of you probably don't watch commercials anymore. I rarely watch them myself, but occasionally I will see one and it becomes instantly clear that my life can only be made better watching this commercial from beginning to end. That happened recently when I saw a commercial for the Battery Daddy. It's not what you think it is. The Battery Daddy is a storage system for all of the loose batteries cluttering up your house. It literally starts out with, do loose batteries clutter up your living space? No, not mine, not now, not ever, probably never. Is this a rich person's problem? I'm not rich, so I don't know. Do rich people just have batteries laying all over their house? This thing appears to hold approximately 500 or so batteries, and they say it saves space because it's roughly the size of a laptop. Okay, if it was closed and you put a laptop on top of it, you probably would think it's about the same size, but it holds batteries. So it's thick. it's like a briefcase. They probably should have called it the battery briefcase. But now, if you pinned me down under the weight of a fully loaded battery daddy and said I needed to guess how many batteries I would need if everything in my house that used batteries died at the exact same time, well, I'd have some questions. First, can you get this heavy ass case full of batteries off of my chest? Because it's heavy. I'll answer anything you need to know as long as you get this case off my chest. 2, are you the strongest person on earth? There's 750 batteries in that case. How did you even pick it up? Then I would say, wow. Everything in my house, all of those batteries died at the same time. I'm probably the unluckiest person on earth. And I probably shouldn't go outside or do anything even remotely dangerous because I'm all out of luck. I'm all out of luck. All my batteries are dead. And now after all of those hysterics, I'd probably say 12. 12 batteries. And I'm rounding up from 10 so as to not humiliate those fine, hardworking folks at Battery Daddy. Really, I think they're trying to sell this product to the 11 remote control repair shops that still exist and maybe like 23 battery hoarders. But as I write this, Canadian Tire only has 3 left in stock. So I guess go get one while they're still available? There are apparently quite a few houses that are experiencing loose batteries, cluttering up their living space. Okay, I think we've got a really fun one for you today. This is a person I've been friends with for 6 or 7 years. We coached volleyball together for a few years, and I personally just find this person really interesting, fun, really funny. She's always cracking me up, even when she doesn't mean to. Just a cool person. She's one of these people I have in my life. I don't know if you guys have this same kind of feeling, but she's one of these people that I wish I could introduce to a bunch of my friends just so I could see them interact with one another, because I think it would be really interesting to watch. She's a little bit quirky, a little bit anxious, but who isn't? But once she gets over any of those feelings she might have, I find her to be one of the coolest people you could get to know. I feel very lucky to have her as a friend, and I feel very, very lucky that she said yes to doing this show. So I hope you enjoy it. And our guest today is Rebecca Glancy. Fancy Pants.
What's up?
I'm really excited to talk to you about all of this stuff.
Me too.
I can't wait to hear what you have to say. I know you don't think you're that interesting.
No.
And I find you to be one of the most interesting people that I know. No pressure.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. We were talking a little bit last week, and you were watching The Bachelorette. And I just want to know and let the people know why you hate the idea of a black bachelorette.
Can you imagine? It's how we start off.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm kidding.
No, I know.
But it would be hilarious if that was true.
Yeah.
Could you? But for real, I wanted to talk to you about some of the stuff you've been watching throughout the pandemic. Let's start back at the beginning. Back in March, and it's okay if you don't remember everything about what was going on. Yeah.
Dark days.
Did you start out like everybody else watching our Disney prince of a prime minister just float out of his house and give our little briefings every single day?
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah. It was for the first bit, I think I was, because it was like the unknown. And then I was like, hey, I can't watch this anymore. It's too much.
Did you make it a month?
No. I think I made it like 2 days.
I love that.
Yeah, so I moved back home to my parents' place for like 3 months because I was so like, I don't know what's going on with the world. I live alone. Um, so I would just look to my parents for like updates on,
Mhm.
anything.
If anything crazy happened, someone would let you know.
Yeah.
It's true. We,
Yeah.
we, we really do have a way of torturing ourselves through these things.
Oh my gosh. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I,
Mm.
I think there were three, and I guess maybe four now, with Queen's Gambit. But I think
Mm.
there are three major like pieces of entertainment that everybody must have been watching, at least in North America, if not like across
Yeah.
the world. For me, it would be the 2020 U.S. election,
Yeah. Of course.
The Last Dance, Michael
Yeah.
Jordan's documentary, and
Hmm.
Tiger King.
Yeah.
I
That's,
think
yeah.
I think everybody consumed those to some degree.
Hmm.
Speaking of torturing ourselves, how much of that election did you consume?
Um, Not much. I took it probably more. I don't have like cable or anything, so
Okay,
I probably watched like, which is not great. I did most of it through like social media.
right.
Um, and I just don't have the time of day for Trump. Like I can't listen to him. I feel like I lose brain cells. Like I just can't handle it. So
Mhm.
I wasn't too involved. Obviously the day of and following, I watched it a little more closely, but I couldn't do like the rallies. Like it was way too much for me.
Yeah. Oh, so even leading up, you were like, I'm not
No, like
taking part.
I learned, I like would listen here and there, but like I was not watching it every day. Like I have a couple friends that were like so involved in it, and I just cannot do it.
Were they out protesting and everything as well?
No,
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 they.
no. They were watching from from their homes.
But prior to that, I guess several months prior to that, there were all of the protests for Black Lives Matter and all of those
Yeah,
things. They weren't participating in those things either. They were
no,
just, okay, just watching from afar.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. How did you like The Last Dance?
I loved it, but I love Mike. Like I love Michael Jordan, and I love like that era of basketball, the Dream Team. Like I'm about it. Um, so I really liked it. I love how much of an asshole he is. Like I love it.
I did not know this about you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Big fan of. I love that he was a jerk. Like that's my vibe. I love it.
Also, okay, so I was talking to a friend about this,
Yeah,
and I thought I knew what was going on during those days, but
yeah.
I was only like 12, 13, 14 years old.
Oh yeah. I
You,
wasn't born when he started.
you, you weren't old
I'm
enough.
so
So,
young.
so wait, um, so where does the love for Michael Jordan come from?
I don't know. I like, I don't know. I had to read a book on the Dream Team back in university.
Okay.
I think that's where I like fell in love with it. I love the legacy that he's left.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, his winning mentality. I don't know if it's like that old athlete in me that comes out, but
Sure.
I love it.
I feel like anybody that participated in team sports
Yeah.
is fine with it. And then other people could be a little more sensitive about some of the methods he used.
Yeah, no, I'm about it. You're not going to win. Like, not everyone's going to love you, especially in
Yeah.
sports. So that's part of teamwork. So yeah, it was great. I thought it was really good. Well done.
It was also like it was such a good display of all of those mentality specifically across
Mm,
different parts of the industry. So you've got like the GMs and owners and all of those people that are super competitive and willing to
yeah,
do whatever they need to do. Then you got the coach, then you got the players. You also have like all of the culture that was created during that time, like Rodman doing all of his Rodman
yeah.
things.
Loved it.
Yeah. And I
Like, I
thought
didn't
like,
know the extent.
yes, same. Like I was watching during that time, and as a fan, you would know he's about to blow up on the court, but I didn't. I saw a picture of him in a wedding dress. I didn't know what that meant back then. And that
Yeah.
was like, if that happened now, like it would kind of be like pushed under the rug, but also like
Yeah.
really important.
Yeah, it's so interesting because I feel like that's when it really started of like the athlete rock star crossover. Like
Mm-hmm.
it became these superstar famous people. I feel like it kind of started then. It wasn't really around as much with in the 80s, like with Magic or Larry.
Yeah. And can you imagine Instagram, Facebook, Twitter?
Those boys are lucky that stuff wasn't around then.
Would they be more rich? They might be more rich.
They may be more rich, but they'd be getting in a lot more trouble.
Yeah.
Like Rodman on like social media, like he
like,
might not be more rich because he would lose any endorsement that he would have.
It's really interesting because he clearly did not care.
Oh, zero shits. Like nothing. He didn't care about anything. He just was a great basketball player.
Yeah.
He liked to party.
Party, paint his nails, wear makeup.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, like I've always struggled with hate in that direction because who cares?
Yeah.
But so brave, like so brave for the time.
So cool.
Yeah.
And like the coaching side of it, the coaching and owner side of it, and MJ, where they were like, hey, he's got to go and party. Like he's got to get it out of his system. Let him go.
Yeah.
How like crazy is that? Like, I don't think that would happen today. I don't know. Like, I obviously have no idea, but I don't know if that would happen today.
It's an interesting level of leadership that they all have, right? Understanding what we're doing this for and and kind of figuring out how all the puzzle pieces fit together. Tiger King. Okay. So I'm going to, first of all, have you watched it again?
No, I don't think I can go back. Like that was March. Again, dark days triggering.
True.
I can't go back. I can't go back.
Yeah. And there is some stuff that could be triggering for me as well. But in research for today, I turned on the first episode of Tiger King right before we got on. Yeah. And there's so many things that stick out. First of all, this mystery cowboy looking character that opens up the beginning of the show. But then a man sits down to interview Joe Exotic and takes his hat off to start the interview. And someone must gesture to Joe Exotic off screen to take his hat off. And what he thinks he needs to say to us is, they don't want to see that. They'll be talking about how I have a mullet. And I'm like,
we're going to be talking.
Yeah. I'm like, sir, you've got tigers outside.
Yeah. We have other things to worry about, actually.
Yeah. You got tigers outside. You seem to allegedly have created a plot to murder a woman. You're a gay cowboy, tiger wrangler,
drug
meth
giver, user.
And you think we care about your mullet?
Yeah.
It's so strange.
Do you think it would have been the phenomenon it was if we weren't all stuck at home?
Listen, the first thing that happened to me when that show started, the first time around, was, why don't I already know about this?
True.
How do I not already know about this? Like he had something like, it was like 10, 15 music videos.
Oh yeah. And just Hollywood level perfection.
Yeah. Just like
so
disasters left.
So bad. Oh my gosh.
And but doing it long enough that how do we not know?
Yeah.
How do we not know?
Yeah. How has that not gone around the YouTube?
Yeah.
How has that not gone around the internet?
Yeah. And Doc Antley, like I feel like I've seen him before. Like on Letterman or something like that.
Like, is he in jail yet though? Like he's got to be. Like
I think they're trying to close down his zoo, or they've already closed it down.
He is creepy, dude.
He's the creepiest, and it seems like the smartest of the three, at least.
I guess so, yeah.
Well, Carol Baskin Carol Baskin feels like Walmart now. Like she's the Walmart of these weird tiger zoos. I don't know if I should be saying that, but I said it. So it's like she's almost too big to fail now. It's like she's been doing it, so we'll just let her keep doing it. We got to shut down all these other guys.
Yeah, and people are just going to go there to say they went to Carol Baskin's sanctuary or whatever.
Yeah, and then a little bit, what is it, like 5 minutes in, they keep flashing to Joe Exotic's staff. That seems to get like, it gives you a more and more eerie feeling the next time you see a person. So it's like they show a kid that was helping him when he was coming up, and he's got a big cat sitting on his lap in his bedroom. Just weird. And then it goes to the guy that doesn't have legs anymore.
Oh yeah. And
then it goes to the person's called Saf, who's missing half of their arm.
Oh, that one got bitten off like through the season. Right.
Yeah. And these people just show up, and there's no, hey, by the way, these legs that are missing, tigers took them. Like just put a little caption at the bottom of the screen. This is Jeff. The tiger named Sandy and a tiger named Barbara took his legs.
Yeah. No.
They just introduce you to these people and move on. It's so strange.
I don't think I'll rewatch it. I think that's dead and gone for me. Dark times in quarantine.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
When you sit down to watch some TV, right? You already told us you don't have cable.
No.
So are you Netflix, Hulu, Amazon?
Yeah, Netflix. I have Disney Plus. And then like there's different apps like local cable channels that give you free TV if you want shows.
Yeah. Is Disney Plus for the Disney, or is it for all of the other stuff? Like, are you into the cartoons and those Disney features? Are you watching Star Wars, Avengers?
No, I'm not really watching anything on Disney Plus, to be honest with you. I'm tagging on. It's my sister's. I'm a millennial. So yeah, I don't really watch it too much unless like I'm feeling nostalgic over something, Home Alone or something, you know?
Yeah. Have you watched Black is King?
I haven't. And you know, I'm a big fan, but I haven't yet.
Why?
Yeah. Have you?
Yes.
Do you recommend?
It's like an hour and a half of like visual, like musical pornography.
I would love to know why I haven't. Like, I don't know why. Like, there's absolutely no reason. I just never think of it. I think it's because I never go on Disney to like see it, but I got it. Like, it's on the list. I know. I'm sorry.
When I asked you the question, it was rhetorical. I expected you to say yes 7 times. I'm scheduled to watch it again on Thursday.
I know.
It's amazing.
I'm letting the hive down.
Well, you're letting me down, which is more important right now.
Yeah, sorry.
When are you going to watch it? Just watch it.
Like, I'll probably watch it tonight or something.
Yes.
No, Bachelorette's on tonight, but I'll watch it like, you know, I'm off next week, so I'll watch it then.
Bachelorette. Is this like your 8th season, 30th? I don't know how many there are. How many?
No, there's like over 20 seasons. And no, I'm not a diehard. I don't watch it. Like, this is an outcome of being locked down again. And like, what else am I supposed to do? I'll watch The Bachelorette. This is the one thing I'll look forward to during the week.
Is The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
How many days a week is it on?
Typically 1, but last week, because they've like stuffed this season in so short, I think last week and this week's 2 nights.
And you're loving it?
No.
Wait.
Like
Go ahead.
Like, it's not great. I don't know if you've heard anything about it, but there's been like 2 bachelorettes this season.
I think the first lady fell in love right away or something like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's entertaining. I'm watching it every week, but Like, it's okay. Like,
First of all, I've never seen a Bachelorette episode. I did watch The Bachelor, probably like the first or second season when it came out. So I was like really young. I was like, what is this? I haven't watched any since. I have no shade for anybody that watches it. Like, we all watch garbage TV
yeah.
in different forms. But I'm always so curious what it is about the Bachelorette or Bachelor that draws people in.
Yeah. And there's like diehards that like have not missed a season or an episode. I'm not like that. I could, although I do want to watch the next season because The Bachelor is like really good looking. Like, have you seen promos?
I don't think I have. What's
Matt
his
James?
name? Wait,
Ooh.
what's his Matt James? Is that a black guy?
Like, yeah.
He's mixed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might have seen a picture. Oh, that is right up your alley, by the way, too. I just remembered.
Yeah, he's good looking. So I'll definitely watch that one. But like, if I missed a season or something, like, it's not a big deal. I can't remember before this year. I can't remember the last season that I watched. I could not tell you.
Of either one, right?
Yeah. At any of the, Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, none of that. Yeah.
And you told me that you're watching it with one of your friends.
Yes.
Which is fun during this time of like settling in and being comfortable with something like that. Do you think, okay, so currently, I bet you feel that as soon as everything's done with, vaccines have hit, everybody is cool to go outside and go back to normal life. I feel like everybody feels that they're going to start spending so much time with their friends and family. Like as soon as it happens. Do you agree with that? Is that true for you?
Like 50-50.
Right?
Yeah, like I'm already, like I love being alone. I live alone. I enjoy being alone. But then I'm like, I just miss going out for dinner once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the same as you, where I'm like, I'm an only child, so I'm cool being by myself. But currently, I feel like I'm going to be making up excuses to invite friends to my place. It's like, do you want to come over and watch football or whatever? And then I'm certain that once it actually happens, that's not happening.
Yeah. It's, before we went into lockdown, I was like having friends over for dinner, like making them food, and then it was okay when lockdown happened again. But now I'm sure, Christmas time is harder, but
but that was also that was also you just recently moved out, so some of the luster of having your own place, right?
Oh well, I moved condos, so it's
so while you've been watching, have you been leaning more towards TV shows or movies, or has it just kind of been like whatever you feel like watching at the time?
Probably TV shows.
More TV shows.
Yeah, just more digestible for me.
Yeah, bite size. You can get it, leave it. If you're not feeling the show, you can move on.
Exactly.
Have you? Has the pandemic kind of colored what you're watching? So do you notice any sort of emotional swings that lead you into wanting to watch strictly comedies some nights, or a bunch of Bachelorette episodes, or what have you?
Yeah, I don't think I've never been no, I don't think the lockdown has changed how I watch TV. I think I've always kind of been directed more into comedy or like light, easy TV. I don't know why. I just like, I don't want to think at all. I don't want to be like constantly guessing what's going to happen next. So if it's more brain dead, I think the better for me.
Yeah.
So I've noticed I watch like more reality TV than I have in the past. Like the most serious show I watched was The Queen's Gambit, and it wasn't even that serious. So
is it really good?
You need to watch it. It's pretty good.
How many episodes is it?
There's only like 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not actively not watching it. It's
Yeah.
just I haven't gotten to it yet, and everybody's so excited. I just I can't.
Yeah.
Just so excited. It can't. Is it? They're so excited.
Like I'm not gonna rush to watch it again. It was good, like no doubt. I just turned it on one day. I wasn't like I need to watch it now. It was just kind of like okay, it's right there on my homepage.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, I don't know much about it at all. The leading actress looks really cool.
Yeah.
She's got a cool haircut. She's got a fun face to look at.
Yeah. So different and
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a really good actress.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll start that too. So what have been some of your favorite shows that you've watched so far? Just one, two, three.
Okay, The Last Dance, obviously.
Yeah.
But we won't go through that again.
Uh-huh.
Schitt's Creek.
Ooh. Is it the first time you watched it?
I've been watching it really slowly since it started, and then I kind of stopped, and I'll start, and it's just such an easy show to pick up on.
Yeah.
That it's great to just like watch for 20 minutes or whatever. And I love it.
It's like magic.
Oh, it's genius. It's absolutely genius.
So I'd heard about it, and just there were so many, like life was happening and there's so much going on. So I didn't really sit down and watch it. And then like, I don't know, it was like April that I started watching it, and I could not believe how good it was.
What a treat. What a treat to fall into.
And then to find out that the new season was out like while I was watching all of those old ones. So I knew I was going to get all the new hotness when I reached the end. I don't know where to start with that show. Like the messaging is so phenomenal. Oh, what's her name? What's David's sister's name?
Alexis.
She might be the best physical actress like I've ever seen.
The dance, when she does the dance to audition.
I don't remember it.
Oh my God.
Maybe you could show us. Do you remember
No.
the moves?
It is, oh my gosh. It's a great piece of television. You'll have to go back and watch it. She's auditioned for a play, and she does a dance and song to Work Bitch, basically by Britney Spears. But it's about her, and it is so, oh my God, her dancing.
I'm gonna watch that tonight for sure.
Genius. Yeah.
It's so good. But like every move, like all the decisions she's making when just saying David.
Yeah.
It's so good.
She's so good. And like Catherine O'Hara.
I saw her in an airport once.
Oh.
We were both catching, like we were together. I was sitting first class next to her.
Yeah.
None of that's true, except we were both going to be on the same flight to LA. I was going to LA for a volleyball tournament. And I was like, oh, hey, that's that lady that's really funny, this Canadian actress. And then I didn't really have a firm grip on how funny she, like Home Alone and all that stuff. Like, she was, what do you call that accent? Bourgeoisie, I guess.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. I don't know. It's so good though. Like she just put that. All of them are great in that show. Like it's no wonder they won all the Emmys for best actors and actresses.
Yeah, and then all of the this is a dangerous connection. All of the positive messaging around the LGBTQ community and almost telling parents this is how people would like you to respond to your children.
Yeah.
Now, hang with me for the dangerous connection.
Okay.
Have you watched Big Mouth?
I've only seen like a couple episodes, so I can't even really talk about it, but yeah, I've only seen a couple episodes.
Did you weren't feeling it?
I think it's hilarious.
Okay.
But I just have to be in the right mood for it.
Yes.
But yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. So the reason I'm connecting the two is hesitantly, Big Mouth seems like a version of sex ed that all children should get, but I'm not sure that's quite the right format. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because like the things they're talking about on that show are they're necessary. Like I didn't know any of those things when I was growing up, and I think for a lot of kids it would have made it a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
So many different avenues would have been easier from that.
I mean, the health system, or not the health system, the educational sex ed education is just subpar here. So
I propose that from now on they just use Big Mouth
to imagine
to teach our kids.
Here you go.
Yeah. It's like you thought you had a problem with what was currently on the textbooks?
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah.
But it's amazing nonetheless.
Yeah, I need to get into it.
You also told me you were watching Laguna Beach.
Sewer me like that. Yeah, of course. I watched the first, I think it's 3 seasons.
Okay.
And it came out, oh my gosh.
Years ago.
Yeah, like 2005, maybe 4. A lot's changed since then. Let's just say that. It's insane, like style wise, but then also like what's correct and not correct is insane.
I've been watching a lot of old stuff and I've had that exact experience.
Oh yeah. And it's like, it wasn't that long ago, but they're using like the R word and like screaming at girls, telling them they're bitches. And I'm like, this would never get away today.
And never should have.
Oh, absolutely not. But like the fact that it was like not a problem. It was just like, oh, they've just been drinking. Like in what
strange.
world?
Yeah, it's really strange. It's good to know that there are areas we're progressing in.
Yes.
Like I've had friends. I've been out with friends or friends and then their friends. Mm-hmm. I'm not really associated with these people. And they've said terrible things to women, like leaving a bar or club. And I was too young and dumb to know I should say something to them. Yeah. But it's like now I don't know how stuff like that continues to happen.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know. It was eye-opening though to watch it again.
Are you fully caught up?
Almost 30-year-old. Oh yeah. This was like 2 months ago, probably. I watched it.
Is Laguna Beach the show that added Marissa from the OC?
Okay, so I think they did that in like the reboot that just came out recently.
Okay. I saw a commercial. That's why I'm asking. Okay, so you haven't seen it.
I've just watched like the original.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I saw that she was going to suddenly be on the show.
Which just makes sense. I don't understand how that integrates.
This is why I was asking, but you don't know either.
No, I can't help you out there. That's where I draw the line, like I love reality TV. That's just too scripted. Don't
remix the show.
Yeah, no.
And make it clear there's a script.
Yeah, no. Like you already told us that there was a script. My grade 9 self believed it. And then now as a 29-year-old, I can sit back and watch it, how insane it was.
Yeah. It's so much fun going back and watching people say the wildest things. Did you watch Mad Men?
No.
Okay. And Mad Men's a little bit different because it takes place like in the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
And there's so much strange stuff involved in Mad Men, like the misogyny, racism, like all sorts of crazy things. Mm-hmm. And for me, it was a hate watch for like the first 4 seasons. And then around like season 5 or 6, the women start to step up and take what's theirs. And the show becomes more fun. But they made that show like 15 years ago. Like,
so did you not you didn't like the first 4 seasons?
No.
then why'd you keep watching it? Like I can't do that. If I don't like it, then I'm not going to continue.
Yes. So for me, I'm more than willing to let these people tell the story they want to tell.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd heard so much about Mad Men specifically and how it was a cultural show, right? So I was just curious to see where it goes, what the arc's like. And I mean, even if you start to dislike, or you start out disliking a lot of it, you kind of see the arc that the characters take. So then you're just kind of along for the ride. And it was a show I watched / listened to while I was working.
Okay.
I didn't find the
Passively watching it.
Yeah, there weren't any Alexises on Mad Men where you had to keep your eyes on them the whole time.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of on in the background, and I would periodically stop, look up over my laptop, and be like, "Is that man in blackface?" Yeah, he's in blackface.
They went there, eh?
Singing minstrel songs, like really wild.
Wow.
They put a viewer discretion before that.
Yeah.
That stuff. Have you watched any other old movies or TV shows?
I mean, The Office is always in my wheelhouse. Like, I'll always watch that.
Yeah.
Except they're taking it off Netflix, so I don't know how that's going to happen.
When is that happening?
I think like early 2021.
So we got to watch it again.
Get watching. Yeah.
So do you have any shows that are on, well, I guess on TV, quote unquote, that if you were walking by the TV, you'd have to stop and watch it? Is it The Office?
Yeah.
Just every single time it's on, I'll stop and take a look.
See what episode it is.
Yeah. Arrested Development?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. I'm a big sitcom person. I love sitcoms.
Yeah.
Really, like, I fall asleep watching TV every night, so any sitcom is like perfect for me. Like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, big fan of it. The Office, Arrested Development. What else am I watching? How I Met Your Mother. Any of them.
I've heard that's good. I haven't stepped into it yet. How
I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's super, super easy watching. The ending isn't great.
Okay.
But
that show went on for a while, right?
Yeah. I don't know who there, but there's a lot.
And then they didn't know how to end it.
Yeah. Like, it's called How I Met Your Mother, and it just like doesn't end well.
Gotcha. Yeah, like ambient TV, like TV that can just be on while I'm not like paying attention to it, is super important.
Perfect.
And it sounds like that's your vibe too.
Oh yeah.
So how ambient is it? Like it's accompanying you in the room. Are you on your phone, on your laptop at the same time?
With like sitcoms, yeah. No, I'm sleeping and it's playing.
But what about like at night when you're finished work?
Then I'll watch something a little heavier, like The Queen's Gambit or The Bachelorette.
the real thick pieces.
Yeah. Really challenges my brain.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, there was a time in lockdown where like I thought I was gonna be like healthy, so I'd just work and go right to sleep, and I wouldn't watch TV, and that ended real quick. So
that was May. That was
It was a week in March.
Yeah.
It lasted a little longer than that, but I don't know. Like I jump around a lot from shows to shows. I get bored really easily of shows.
Yeah.
I probably spend too much time on my phone watching or whatever.
Is that also about to get real? Is that also like a personal thing? Do you tend to bounce around in real life as well, like outside of TV watching?
No.
No. Just TV. Okay.
Yeah. I like to watch things that I've seen already. Which I've heard is like an anxiety thing, but like I don't think I'm an anxious person. But I do like to watch things I've seen already, unless I've heard great things about it.
A new thing, yeah. Unless you've heard great things about a new thing. That's interesting. I've never heard.
Yeah.
I'm very similar to that when I'm doing stuff. Like if I'm cooking, I'll turn on something that I've already seen before. It's like either it's Jeopardy,
Yeah.
some sort of quiz show, or it's like
Hmm.
Impractical Jokers,
Yeah, yeah.
or like Arrested Development or something like that. It's stuff I've seen before. Same thing at night too. I usually fall asleep with my TV on it too.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
Um, Sports.
Ooh,
Do you watch any sports?
no, not really.
No.
I don't have cable. And then, no. I'll watch highlights the next morning around whatever's on like Instagram.
Yeah. Did you care about the
I'll watch it. If it's on, I'll watch it. But like,
It's not easy without cable.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Still single.
Yeah.
Okay. That's bad phrasing. Single. Yes.
Still. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
We'll cut that first piece out.
Yeah.
Okay, so single. So this question is more of a future and past question as opposed to present.
Okay.
Have you or will you ever hide a new show? Okay, you found a new show.
Hmm.
In fact, I'm going to tell you there are two shows I think you should watch if you haven't already watched.
Okay.
Veep.
Oh yeah, that's HBO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can get your hands on Veep, watch Veep. I know you'll love Veep.
Okay.
And there's a show called The Detroiters,
Where's
which I saw it on Crave,
that? Okay.
but it's starring a character from Veep. Well, not a character, an actor from Veep who is hilarious. So I tell you about these two shows.
Yeah.
You have a partner.
Hmm.
Would you hide this show from your partner so you could watch it whenever you want to watch it, but you have to lie to them? Possibly eventually at some point you might have to lie to them about watching episodes without them.
No.
You wouldn't do it.
No.
Okay. So just the reason I ask is
Yeah.
people have different watching preferences, right? So you might be with someone that, say, just wants to watch one episode of something. You might be this person, actually. People might hide this from you.
Probably.
So just watch an episode and then I don't feel like watching more of this and I'll just move on. As opposed to, I love this show. I want to binge it and watch everything.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not a huge binge watcher.
It's the bouncing around.
Yeah, yeah. And like at night, as you know, I go to bed really early, or I start getting ready for bed really early.
Yeah.
So by the time I finish work, make my dinner, sit down, I usually have like 2 episodes of what I'm watching, depending on the timing. And then I'm starting to get ready for bed. So I'm not a huge binge watcher. And then on the weekends, I don't typically, I won't sit down for like a whole day and watch something.
So what are you doing on the weekend?
I don't even know, especially now.
Yeah. Right?
I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, recently it's been like Christmas related.
Okay. Shopping?
No, like baking.
Okay.
And I'll watch like a movie or something if I'm at my parents' house or whatever.
But you're running around on the weekends, huh?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like,
It gives me an excuse to get out of the house because I'm working from home. I live like it's just be like get out.
True. I hear you.
Oh yeah, I'm not a huge binge watcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you watch TV? Are you watching it on your laptop? Are you watching it on a TV? Are you watching it on your phone when you're in the bathroom?
No.
What are you doing?
No. I'll just watch it on my TV.
Okay.
I just from my phone, I'll just project it or whatever, and then my computer if I'm in the bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're on the couch,
Yeah.
pillows, blankets, how do you get into
Oh,
maximum comfort level?
Yeah. So my couch turns into a bed.
Nice.
So I like make it a bed.
So hold on. So you're only watching TV in bed, whether it's the living room or the bedroom.
Yeah.
It's,
My condo is a
perfect.
big bedroom.
Okay, perfect.
So I'll pull it out.
Yeah.
I'll lay so I can either lay on it like lounge or I can like make it into a bed.
Every detail, every single detail.
Usually I just lounge on it with the back on a angle and lights off, dim, we'll have a candle. And I'm laying diagonally because I'm long. So
yeah.
That's it.
So all lights off?
Yeah. I'll have well, right now it's the trees up, so that provides a little bit of light, but yeah, if I'm watching something, I'll have all the lights off.
I've been thinking about creating some like ambient light in my apartment when I'm watching TV, because like right now I don't love it in pure darkness. So it's like I've got a lamp on and it's like everything's dimmed, but it's on. I've been thinking about like a blue light or a red light. Like
so I have these like TikTok lights. Can you see that?
Yes.
I got those. And that's a mood setter. It's a cultivation of the vibe.
So it's not completely dark. That's on.
No, sorry. Yeah, that's on.
Okay, there we go.
And I'll have like a hall light on. Okay. So it's not like pitch black. And then like, you know,
we're really stepping away from the darkness now.
My apologies. Sorry, I lied to you. Yeah, no, I have like my TikTok lights on, my Christmas trees on. Okay, so there's a lot on like right now, but like let's say it's not the holidays, I'll still have like those lights on, and I'll have like light on in the hallway, like a little table lamp.
You're gonna have to send me the link for where you got that light.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, because
it changes colors. It's very cool and trendy.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
That's the missing piece. So did you get that during the pandemic? That light? Yeah, you did. Yeah. This is the other thing I've been wondering is how many people have been upgrading their like essentially viewing experience, right? Like speakers, new TVs, things like that. I'm just wondering how many of those things have happened. You've got a light going.
That's it. That's the only upgrade I've made. That's it.
The blankets and pillows, same ones all the time. Is there a rotating?
Oh no, it depends. It depends on the season. It depends how long I'm going to be hunkered down. So we have like the throw, which you can kind of see there. And then I have like a huge fluffy one that's like for a queen size bed that I'll like whip out. I can even get like the bed pillows out here if I want to get really comfortable. Like we're all over the place. Like it depends on how long I plan on staying out here for. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's as good an answer as I can expect to that question. That's awesome. What about snacks?
Oh,
are you a snacker?
Oh yeah, I snack all day.
Oh, okay. So TV snacking.
All day. Okay, TV snacking.
Does it change from how you snack during the day?
No.
Does it change depending on what you're watching?
No, I don't think so. Bachelorette, I snack a lot more because my friend is here, so we munch away. But I try not to snack at night.
Of course.
I'm trying to be like a healthy human.
Yeah.
But like popcorn's my go-to. I love popcorn. Chips. Okay. I love all bad food.
Popcorn. Are you making this on the stovetop at home?
Oh no. No.
So what's the brand? What's the flavor?
It's like it's this huge bag from Costco.
Okay.
And I can crush it in about a week. And it's like half the size of me.
It's a big bag.
Yeah.
What else? Drinks?
Carbonated water.
Okay.
Or booze. Depends on what night it is.
Booze for sure. Bachelorette night.
Wine. If tomorrow, like it's on tonight, I probably won't stay away just with this week. But tomorrow night, for sure, it's the finale.
Oh, of course. How could you not?
It'd be a sin.
What carbonated water? Or does that vary?
Yeah, it varies. Whatever's on sale.
No shame. I recently got into carbonated water as well. I thought it was going to be terrible. And
life-changing.
Yeah, it's just delicious.
So good.
And whatever is on sale is perfect for me as well.
Yeah. I'm not picky.
No, yeah. I don't know why it's that delicious. Are bubbles that delicious?
I don't know. I used to hate it as a kid. So I'm like, do I have no taste buds now? What happened?
How did you get rid of them?
Yeah.
Just wine.
Mm-hmm.
And White Claw?
I'll dabble on that in the summer. Ooh, get me by a lake with a White Claw.
Is it delicious?
White girl.
Is it
White
really
girl.
Yeah, they can see.
No, it's good. It's like a carbonated water with vodka in it.
Yeah, and sugar.
It's delicious.
And delicious.
The sugar. It's only like 100 calories.
Oh, really? That's why it's so popular.
Yes.
I don't want any.
So good.
I think I've asked you almost every question I wanted to ask, except for the last one.
Uh-oh.
And I feel this one's going to give you anxiety.
Probably.
Recommendations. Give 1, 2, 3 recommendations for the viewing public. And just anything you like. Comedies, garbage TV.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay.
A recommendation for me specifically, if you have one.
Well, you have to watch The Queen's Gambit.
Yes.
We know that. Schitt's Creek. If you haven't watched Schitt's Creek yet, like, do yourself a favor and watch it. It's perfect. It's a great TV show. Have you watched Song Explorer on Netflix?
I've listened to it. So an ex way back in the day, their brother told me about the podcast, and I started listening to it, and it was amazing. And then I saw it on Netflix. Yeah, it's got to be even better.
It's so good, but I love music, so it's like my two worlds combining. So I recommend it if you're a music lover.
Do you have a top episode?
Oh my gosh. Can I look really quickly?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I haven't seen any. I know when I was listening to the podcast, there was an episode on Drake, one of Drake's songs.
Oh, really? That's not on yet.
Yeah. Well, I think the podcast probably has more episodes than they're willing to make for the show. But I think they were digging into a song that he worked on with Top 5. So they were breaking down how that was created.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I liked the REM one on Losing My Religion. That was a good one. And I also liked The Killers when you were young. Mm-hmm. That was a good one too. Some good ones, yeah.
So REM, The Killers.
Yeah, there's a good Alicia Keys one in there.
They really came out with some big names right away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, it is Netflix, I guess.
Yeah, so it's a good, again, they're easy. Like they're only 30 minutes long.
Yeah. And packed full of knowledge and probably some pretty cool pictures. And
it's the artist speaking about it. So it's really interesting to hear how they create these songs. And as someone that's not like artistic at all, it's very interesting to see how their brain works.
Do they have a lot of documentary footage?
Tons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like it's probably a really top-notch show.
Yeah, it is. It's really interesting.
And I don't know how many people are actually watching it. So there you go. Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
Sound Exploder.
Explorer.
Song. Sound Explorer.
Song Explorer.
There you go. And what was that? There was one other.
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit. The one I need to watch.
Yeah, that's my recommendation for you.
Okay. So I will start episode 1 tonight. That's my promise.
Okay. Let me know.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
You've been the best.
It's been a pleasure, as always.
Take care, lady.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's in the details.